Alright? This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 1, verse 9. The things that have been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. Alright, first and foremost, I want to say, call halayim, la, alaha yanawa, Yahweh, Bahashim, Bamashiach, Yahweh Shai. Right? I double honors to the elders, a great millstone, peace and salutations to the occupants that are pushing around the four corners of the earth with their own shalom. So yeah, the topic that I'm about to bring out now is concerning reincarnation. You know, that's a topic that, you know, some struggle with, but the men of the Lord, we understand it. We understand that you don't live just once. You come back to earth every third or fourth generation as recorded in Exodus, right? But let me bring back Ecclesiastes 1 and verse 9. Ecclesiastes 1 verse 9. The things that have been, it is that which shall be done, that which shall be. So like, the things that have been, it is that which shall be. So everything that you see on earth, right? Everything have been reincarnated. The things that have been is which shall be. So that's proven reincarnation right there. Right? Alright? And that which is done, is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. So that's there. If you don't understand that, then the spirit is not serving with you. But he said there is no new thing under the sun. Everything is reincarnated back to the earth. Right? Alright? So let me get this scripture right here. I brought up Exodus 20. Let's get that. This is Exodus 20 and 5. Right? Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. For I am the Lord, Yahweh, thy power. I'm a jealous God, visiting the iniquities of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. So guess what? Listen up, man. You come back through your family line every third and fourth generation, right? Every third or fourth generation, you come back to earth to play out your judgment. You come back to the earth to get judged through your family seed line. Right now, the Edomites, they come back always ruling, right? You don't come back ruling for the moment. An Edomite is not gonna come back being a slave, right? They're gonna come back in that ruling class. For the banking families that run the world, they're gonna come back ruling until the Lord switch the roles. In a minute, our judgment is about to be over with, to where we're gonna receive the blessings, and and guess what? We're gonna be the ruling class, right? And all the people that don't make it on this side, all the people who, guess what? You still gonna come back to your family line in the ruling class. You're gonna rule under the elect, man. It's gonna be a certain order in the Lord's kingdom, man. So hey, but you Exodus 25 is proving that the Lord. Let me read that again. For I am the Lord, thy power. I'm a jealous God, visiting the iniquities. What is iniquity? Evil works. Visiting the iniquities of the fathers, the evil works, right? The sin that you commit. You got to come back to earth and serve out your judgment. Revisiting the iniquities of the father upon the children. So the children, they come back to earth, man. It's a cycle. You come back to earth, playing out your judgment, man. Playing out your judgment until he released them curses off of us. Upon the children until the third and the fourth generation of them that hate me. The third and fourth generation. Every third or fourth generation, you come back to earth. Whether it's you or your father. Really, you are your father. You just keep, reincarnating back to the earth. You know, but that's what Ecclesiastes is referring to. There is no new thing under the sun. You know, everything is reincarnated, man. You know, you can come back looking like who you were in the past life, or you can come back looking totally different. But hey, you coming back. You coming back, man. You know, let me get this real quick. Second Ezra 14. This right here gonna say it verbatimly, man. Second Ezra 14:35. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again. For after death shall the judgment come. So you get judged when you die. You get judged how? Because you got to come back to earth and guess what? You're gonna keep coming back and living out the curses. So right now, hey, the generation you see now, hey, we back on earth to get judged, man. You know, the 2/3 gonna get their judgment, but the righteous, it's gonna be their time. Hey, the blessings gonna start with the elect, man. You know, from Yahweh Shai all the way down to the elect, man. You know, the elect. You know, we're gonna get saved out of this. You know, Lord willing, if I'm one of those men. Hey, we're gonna get saved from World War III. During the time of famine, we're gonna eat, right? And we're not gonna be delivered to our enemies, man. Yahweh Shai is gonna come back and redeem us. And after that, you know, we're gonna go up in the chariots and come back down, and we're gonna be in a rulership, man. We're gonna be ruling, and we're gonna start by hunting Esau down, throwing him into the pit, man. You know, for the Edomites that escaped World War III, you know, they gonna come. Hey, you gonna escape World War III? We're gonna come and snatch you out of those holes. And then you're gonna live out your curses. You're gonna live out your curses, man. You the one that, hey, it's gonna be the table gonna turn. You the one that's gonna be working. You know, working in the cotton field, which we probably ain't gonna have. I ain't no telling we gonna have that, but you know, you're gonna have to build our cities. You're gonna have to, you know, hey, do what we say do. Right? We're gonna smack you over the head with that rod of vine, and hey, that's when you're gonna live out them curses. That's when you're gonna learn your Edomite. You know? Right? So for after death, this is 2nd Ezra 14:35. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again. There it is. And then shall the name of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared. Right? Come on. The works of the ungodly, whether it's the 2/3 or the Edomites. You know, ultimately the ungodly is the Edomites. But guess what? You have Israelites that's of that 2/3 club. They're walking around in an ungodly state, man. They uncircumcised. So they the ones that's gonna have to come back. You know, they're gonna have to come back with a Hebrew diaper on, man. All right. I want to get this. 1 Corinthians 14:32. The spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. That's reincarnation itself. Why? Because in your past life, if you was a prophet, you're going to come back on this side being a prophet. Right? That's reincarnation itself. Let me read that again. 1 Corinthians 14:32. And the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. Again, if you in your past life and you were prophesying, you was walking with the Most High, you was a prophet, you're going to come back being a prophet. Right? And they also go for the ungodly of Israel, man. Those same spirits that was coming up against the Most High. You know, hey, that's your Kemetic community today. The Kemetic community. A lot of them was those you know, scribes and Pharisees, man. A lot of them was the people who didn't want to hearken to the word, who really, you know, delivered Yahweh Shai to the Romans, man. But they back here on earth today. the prophet's gonna come back being a prophet, and them wicked Israelites gonna come back being wicked Israelites, man, until they get judged, man. You know, but the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophet, man. That's reincarnation, man. Reincarnation. Let me get this real quick. This is Malachi 4 and 5. Behold, I will send you Elijah, the prophet, before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord Yahweh Shem Hoshai. So he said, guess what? I'm going to send you Elijah the prophet. And the prophets today, we know that to be Albert Bibbins. Albert Bibbins came back, right? And guess what? Turn the children. Let's get first verse 6. And he shall turn the heart of the father to the children. So the Most High is considered, he gonna bring us back to the fold, man. You know. And he shall turn the heart of the father to the children, and the heart of the children to the father. What are we doing at this present moment? We coming back to the Heavenly Father. We coming back to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, man. All praise, man. Call halal. You know. And he shall turn the hearts of the father to the children, and the hearts of the children to the father, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse, man. So that's what you see nowadays. You see prophets are raising up, man. You know, the Most High can see, he calling us, man, to come back and deliver this, and come back to him, man. Right? Yeah, and guess what? We reaching out to the Heavenly Father. You know how? By praying, by delivering his word, by keeping the law, statute, commandment. You know, keep the holy feast. You know, just started. You know, coming back to the Heavenly Father. The Most High considered us, and we considering him, man. You know, so hey, that's Elijah. You know, who we know is Albert Bibbins. Guess what he did then? You know, from how I know it, Albert Bibbins, One West, and on down to the, you know, everything derived from that One West thing, man. The One West camp, man. But guess what? We coming back to the Father now, man. All right. That's pretty much, man. You can understand it. You can receive this message, man. Reincarnation, hey, that's biblical, man. That's spiritual, you know. And you can't understand that the Spirit of the Lord not serving with you, man. But hey, again, man, double honors to the elders of great millstone. Peace and salutations to the archangels that's pushing around the four corners of the earth, man. And with that, man, I want to say shalom.